welcome those who are in attendance, and we thank you for your support and your work and interest in the State Board of Education. We have a quorum. The committee members for policy and legislation are Jackie Lynn, Joette Johnson, Cliff Warren, Joyce Kriminger, and myself. So we do have a quorum today. Is there any objection to approving the minutes as presented? Hearing none, the minutes are approved by unanimous consent. Is there any objection to approving the agenda as presented? Hearing none, the agenda is approved by unanimous consent. I understand we do not have anyone for public comment, and I don't think we have any media present. We have 5 items for approval today, and so I turn it over to our parliamentarian, Todd Atwater, who will present the legal information and our authority in this matter.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. We had a great time last night. Good to see everybody awake and well this morning. You have 3 waiver requests before you today, and as is my duty, I get to read section 5939-160C1 of the South Carolina Code, which grants the State Board of Education the ability to waive a student's ineligibility to participate in interscholastic activities. The statute states, the State Board of Education may grant a waiver of requirements of this section. 1, this waiver may be granted when a written statement from a school district superintendent or athletic director has been received stating circumstances, including but not limited to a student's ineligibility to participate in interscholastic activities is due to misinformation concerning eligibility requirements being provided by the district personnel. A student's ineligibility to participate in interscholastic activities is due to a long-term absence as a result of a medical condition, but the student has been medically cleared to participate by his healthcare practitioner, or any reasonable circumstance as determined by the State Board of Education. Let me read that again because that's probably where you're going to land, as we always do. Or any reasonable circumstance as determined by the State Board of Education. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Atwater. We have, as Mr. Atwater mentioned, we have 3 athletic waivers, 1 from Spartanburg County District 1 and 2 from Horry County District. And so at this time, if there's no objection, the Policy and Legislation Committee is going into executive session to discuss these matters that have been prepared and presented to us today. So the first case up is Spartanburg County District 1, Landrum High School. And so all others, you can be excused while we go into executive session. Spartanburg 1, if you'll stay in the room.
Mr. Chairman, I move that the State Board of Education waive the student's ineligibility to participate in soccer and allow her to play in soccer this school year.
Okay, I have a motion. Is there a second?
I second that.
All right. So all in favor with aye? Aye. Anyone opposed? You're eligible. And before you leave, just want to say you're remarkable. You've done something that a lot of people couldn't do. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank y'all.
My name.
So in case number 2, do I have a motion?
We're going to separate them.
Yes. We need to vote separately.
Okay.
So this will be case number 2 that we're voting on first.
In the paperwork, both students' names are in 2 and 3, so you need to specify which student.
Okay.
Because it's kind of duplicative on the materials.
Tyler's first.
Tyler?
Tyler.
All right, so student Tyler is case number 2. Do I have a motion for Mr. Tyler?
Mr. Chairman, I move that we waive Tyler's ineligibility to participate in golf and allow him to play golf this semester.
Okay, there's a motion. Is there a second? Second, Jackie Lynn. All in favor with aye? And all opposed? Okay. And the name of the other second student? What's that?
Mr. Sunday.
Sunday. Mr. Sunday. All right, that's a good name.
His birthday's on Friday.
Do I have a motion for case number 3, Mr. Sunday?
Mr. Chairman, I move that we allow Sunday to participate with the golf team and waive the credit that he is, the one, it's a half credit that he's
Yes.
actually minus, right? Not
Yes.
even a full one. Waive the necessary credit.
Okay. So a motion by Dr. Johnson. Is there a second?
Second.
Second. Mr. Warren, all in favor with aye? Anyone opposed? The motion carries. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, so moving along, we now have a request for approval of the 2025 statewide school district capital needs report. So Teresa Penny, to hear from Teresa Penny, the Office of School Facilities, on the 2025 statewide capital needs report. Teresa.
Yeah, good morning. Changing
morning.
it up this morning,
Yeah.
not a disposal. Okay, so as you know, or maybe you don't know, every 3 years we do a capital needs report, and it's a survey that's sent out to all of our districts. We did have 100% participation again this year, which is good. We had it 2 years running now. Let me see. I do want to mention this disclaimer. When we send out these surveys, we send them out to the districts. We don't dictate who fills the survey out, so it could be in-house staff, they could hire somebody, but this is the information we get, and we compile it into a report and kind of distinguish what this data has to say. There is, do you have the report in front of you, or have you seen it? Okay, so there is a little summary. Actually, student population has gone down about 9,000 students in the last 3 years. We have had a significant decrease in relocatable classrooms, which is great because we've built a lot of new schools, had a lot of new construction, so we're getting rid of those relocatables, along with a lower enrollment rate. And then the money comes into factor as when they project 5 years out, and this is what all the districts think they're going to use, and they also take into account the previous 3 years that still have needs that need to be addressed, and that's kind of what's all laid out in those little tables from 2022 to present day, what they filled out now.
Okay. Sure. Any questions, Ms. Allison?
I just have one.
Yes,
In
ma'am.
this report that we receive, is there a place in this report where they can say where the student went if they're down a student, if that student went to?
No, ma'am.
There's no, okay.
No. Right. Yes, ma'am.
Any other questions for Ms. Penny? So you said this is done every 3 years?
Yes, sir. Per state statute, it's required.
Okay. No other questions?
Is this public knowledge once we approve it? Is it where it can be pulled up by anybody?
It already is on
Okay.
the website, under the P&L committee.
All right, so hearing no other questions, is there a motion to approve this report? Going once?
Mr. Chair, I move that we approve this report.
Okay. All right, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Warren. All in favor with aye? Anyone opposed with a like sign? Hearing none, the motion carries.
All right,
Thank you.
thank
Ms.
you.
Penny. And now, we get to hear from the Honorable Henry Gunter. Rule of Governance, BBCDC.
Thank you, Mr.
I'm
Chair.
sure you will tell us what BBCDC is all about.
You already know all about it deep in your heart, Dr. Mathis. Good morning, Mr. Chair. Thank you, members of the committee. The item I'm presenting this morning is the second reading of Proposed Rule of Governance, BBCDC. criteria for review of applicants for the non-certified teacher pilot program. BBCDC relates to a legislative mandate from Act 30 of the 2025-2026 legislative session, which made various changes to the relevant code of laws in order to facilitate a non-certified teacher pilot program. As part of those various legislative mandates, one section in particular, 59-18-1115, directed the SCDE to establish procedures for the registration, clearance, and approval of non-certified teachers participating in the pilot program. What the department has done is to create consistency with the state board's existing procedures memorialized in Rule of Governance BBCDA, which is the same procedure for regular applicants for certification. And so what that rule of governance does is establish a consistent procedure for use as part of the application process where applicants undergo a background check. Those results are presented to the Certification Review Committee, and the Certification Review Committee then determines whether any of those applicants need to be presented to either the ELC or the full board ELC. So essentially all this is doing is creating a new process that is the same as our existing process for traditional certification. If that's convoluted enough for you, I don't know what else to tell you. So that is what the Rule of Governance proposes to do. The January State Board meeting is where the first reading was presented and it was approved by the board. So second reading today will result in the adoption of the governance if the board votes in the affirmative.
Thank you, Mr. Gunner. Are there any questions? We can't let him off light.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Is there a motion to approve this governance, Rule of Governance BBCDC on the second reading?
I move that we approve the criteria of review for applicants for non-certified teacher pilot program.
Okay, motion by Board Member Crimminger. Is there a second?
I second.
Second by Dr. Johnson. All in favor with aye? Any opposed with a like sign? The motion carries. Because item number 5, the one we just heard, BBCDC, is a second reading for State Board Rule of Governance, it will not be placed on the consent agenda, but will be placed on the agenda for approval by the full board. For the remaining 4 items that we heard earlier, do I have a motion to place them on the consent agenda? Motion by Board Member Warren. Is there a second? Second by Jackie Lynn. All in favor with this motion, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed by like sign. The motion carries. Is there any other business to bring before this committee? Hearing none, I ask for a motion and a second to adjourn the meeting. Is there a motion?
I
Motion
move
to
that
adjourn.
we adjourn.
Motion by Dr. Johnson, second by Jackie Lynn. All in favor with aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned.